Hey everyone, welcome to the New Populist. I am Dave Brown. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Well, we are just a couple of months from the midterms, and right now is when we need to be really coming together and having a clear message to the voters so we can actually take back the House and potentially take back the Senate. Although, if you look at polling right now, that seems to be a long shot. Now, for us on the right, us MAGA Republicans, we've often felt that some of the elected Republican members of Congress aren't really on our side. McConnell and Graham, those are the two in particular who seem to be constantly working against us. We had McConnell being caught on tape saying, well, it's not my fault if Republicans are polling bad. They're just not good candidates. Now, whether or not he believes that, saying that out loud doesn't really help our cause, now does it? You would never hear that from Chuck Schumer or Democrats. They get together, good or bad, and they push their candidates, whereas McConnell seems to be dragging his feet and doing very little to actually support our Republican candidates. And then we have Lindsey Graham. I find him particularly repulsive. He is one of those Republicans who was an expert at saying just enough to placate his Republican support or voters in the state, but not enough to actually do anything that's real, substantive. He won't actually challenge the establishment because, well, he is the establishment. When it comes to wars, he supports every war, everywhere. He is absolutely a tool of the military-industrial complex. He is not working for us. He made so much noise about pursuing the FBI and their behavior during the Trump administration, Crossfire Hurricane. He was banging the desk saying, we are going to find out what's going on here. He was sneering, he was angry, and then he did absolutely nothing. So what did Lindsey Graham do recently to hurt our efforts for the midterms? Well, he just proposed a bill that would limit abortion at the federal level. Now, I know a lot of you are pro-choice, some of you are pro-life, or actually most of you are pro-life, and the idea of federal action on abortion sounds good to you. Now, my position is a bit more nuanced. I'm big on federalism. I think that this issue of abortion was not obviously in the Constitution. Therefore, it should go back to the states. And a lot of Republicans said that before Roe v. Wade was overturned. And even when it was overturned, they said, yeah, hey, it's going back to the states. We're not saying abortion is illegal. It's just going back to the voters. And I warned, if we're going to say that back then, and then turn around and try to have a federal law on abortion, we're going to look like lying hypocrites. And going into the midterms, there are a million things to run on right now. Inflation, the cost of living, crime, immigration, the border. Why would Lindsey Graham make this issue front and center? And we just had recently that vote in Oklahoma where it was put to a vote whether or not Oklahoma's constitution should ban abortion, and that vote failed 59-41. Even a very red state like Oklahoma did not want to ban abortion completely. So if that didn't pass in Oklahoma, what would be the sense of making this issue nationwide in September, just a couple of months before the midterms? So that's what Graham did. Again, it won't pass. It won't even get to the floor for a vote. But just the fact he's bringing it up right now is terrible strategy as far as consolidating voters, getting those moderates. The last thing we want to do right now is get those fence sitters, those right-leaning Democrats, to make this issue about abortion and have them go to the polls thinking abortion is one of the main issues. If we're smart, again, we're going to focus on law and order, inflation, the border, focus on critical race theory in school. That was huge in Virginia. Parents want to be able to protect their children and not have crazy blue-haired freaks in the school system indoctrinate their kids. Run on that. Let's not run on a federal ban on abortion. It absolutely makes zero sense. And the fact that Lindsey Graham actually brought this up right now, again, I'm not trying to be Mr. Conspiracy, but Christ, it does seem like he's trying to hurt our chances at the midterms. He certainly is not helping. So, Lindsey Graham, you're terrible. In South Carolina, please, at some point, get rid of this guy. Long shot, but I guess you can wish. Well, that's it for now. Again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.